Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to my classes, Preeti Physics classes, and today we will start with class 11. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot, 10th standard students. So now you all are in 11 and now it's your choice that what stream you want to take. So if you are willing to take physics as your subject, so here we are and starting with the first chapter of class 11 physics. Okay, before I start, now listen. What do you mean by physics? What is science? Theoretical explanation, definitions are given. Science took from the word scientia, Latin word that means to know. To know about our nature, about our surrounding. Science is what? Science is like observation that we are doing, experiments that we are doing, and the data and the results that we are collected from those experiments, observation. That is all science. Science divided into different branches, and in that one is physical science. In case of the physical science, there is chemistry, there is physics, there is geology, etc. And physics. Physics is the branch of science that deals with the nature, energy. Now you know what is nature. In our surrounding, everything is related with this. If I am speaking, if I am thinking, if I am talking, if I am walking, when you are seeing outside, something is flying, waves, sound, music, rainbow, everything is related with this. The name is nature, and nature, energy, God, जिसको हम बोलते हैं, different people have different opinion. So that energy that creates us, this nature surrounding us, that is all about physics. So physics is the branch of science that is taken from this word, Greek word physis. This means nature, and that is only the physics. Physics is the study of energy, study of the nature. Now, this chapter will be very basic, just an introduction kind of chapter. From the next chapter, we will start with the main topics, because now you guys are coming from the 10th standard to 11th standard. So some of the terms you will not know. So no need to be worried about these things. कि ये terms तो पहले सुने ही नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. When you will start 11th class physics now, so in each chapter you will familiar with some new terms, and it will be very easy. Trust me, it is not difficult. You will love this subject. See. So today mainly I will describe that what are we going to study in this. So first thing you should know that what is physics. Physics is the nature. Physics is study of nature, study of the energy that is surrounding us. जो हमारे आसपास है वही सब हमें पढ़ना है, ठीक है? Mainly it is divided into the two parts, and seriously only 5 to 10% we know about our nature. 90 to 95% still now we don't know. So see, physics mainly classical and modern physics. Classical means older one, that based on the macroscopic particles, that how the things are moving, their motion. We will study about the mechanics, motions of the things, electrodynamics, then we will study about the electric and magnetic field, thermodynamics, there we will study about the kinetic energy and the temperature and the different variables. Optics, we will study about the wave motion and all. So this is the classical part of the physics, macroscopic. In 11th standard we will study mechanics and the thermodynamics. In 12th we will study about the electromagnetics and optics. Second part physics जो है, जो modern part है, that we can say deals with the microscopic things that we cannot see with the naked eyes. So that physics is known as the modern physics. इसको quantum बोलते हैं. In this we will study about the relativity theory, Einstein's very famous equation E is equal to mc square. Atomic and nuclear physics, these all are in the modern physics. And the future physics that we don't know till now, at least I don't know, so that is quantum gravity. In that scientists are thinking to merge both of these. Gravitation is here, Newton was very famous here, Einstein is here. So see, these, combination of these, in future scientists are thinking about these things. String theory, dark matter, dark energy, we don't know, Big Bang, loop quantum gravity. So only 5 to 10% we know, and that we need to study. So 11th and 12th standard में हम लोग जो पढ़ेंगे, that is very basic of the higher studies like BSc, MSc जब हम लोग complete करेंगे, तो अभी उनका base start होगा. थोड़ा we will study about the each term, each topic, okay? So this is the basic division, okay? And now physics का जो first chapter है, that you will, when you will study now, you will get to know, क्योंकि वो theory है complete. Physics का हमारी society में role क्या है, technology के साथ कैसे related है. सो आई डोंट थिंक कि ये तुम पढ़ नहीं पाओगे, या फिर आई नीड टू एक्सप्लेन लाइक मोबाइल इज देयर, वाईफाई इज देयर, so many kind of the technologies are there, their principles, their laws are depending on the physics. So सोसाइटी के साथ उसके इम्प्रूवमेंट के लिए बहुत अच्छे से रिलेटेड है ना. फिजिक्स जो है मेनली दो प्रिंसिपल के ऊपर काम करता है. व्हाट इज दैट? यूनिफिकेशन एंड रिडक्शनिज्म. So now I will erase and I will write those principles also. See, what are those principles? One is unification. Unification means on the basis of very simple laws, if we are explaining diverse phenomenon, so that is known as the unification. Physics. One is unification. It means on basis of some laws, on basis of some basic laws, we are able to explain diverse phenomenon happening in nature, diverse phenomenon happening in universe, in nature. You can say like this, okay? Unification, like universal law of gravitation, you all know about that. Universal law of gravitation, it tells us that everything attracts toward itself. It told us about the motion of planets around the sun. It also tells about that moon is revolving around the earth. So we can say it gives the attraction, and it also applies between the electrons or the protons or electron-protons, gravitational forces there also. So we can say with a simple law, we can explain the different phenomenon. The apple that was falling from the tree, that phenomenon, very simple, that is also based on that. And the moon is revolving around the earth, that big one, that also depend on that. So different phenomenon, diverse phenomenon, we can explain on the basis of some basic laws, is known as the unification. The second thing is what? Second thing is about the reductionism and attempt. Like see, unification may on the basis of some very basic simple law we can explain the diverse phenomenon. Same way reductionism, it shows us on the basis of microscopic particles, microscopic constituent, if we are able to explain macroscopic, समझ रहे हो, जो चीज जिस छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल से मिलके बना है, उन पार्टिकल्स के बेस के ऊपर इफ यू विल एक्सप्लेन द फुल फिनोमिनन ऑफ दैट मैक्रोस्कोपिक थिंग, दैट इज नोन एज द रिडक्शनिज्म. रिडक्शनिज्म के केस के अंदर थर्मोडायनेमिक्स इज देयर. इन थर्मोडायनेमिक्स वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द काइनेटिक एनर्जी, टेम्परेचर, डिफरेंट दोस टर्म्स, सो दैट वी कैन एक्सप्लेन विद द हेल्प ऑफ रिडक्शनिज्म एंड अटेम्प्ट टू एक्सप्लेन a macroscopic system in terms of the microscopic constituent, that is known as the reductionism. So here unification and reductionism both are the principle of physics. दोनों को यूज करते हैं. फिजिक्स में बहुत सारे लॉज हैं जो इसको भी करते हैं, बहुत सारे लॉज हैं जिसमें हम रिडक्शनिज्म भी यूज करते हैं. Law of gravity, law of gravitation, or we can say law of conservation of energy that we use here, and this also. So these are the basic principle of physics. Now we will start with the forces in our nature. Four forces that are basic forces of our fundamental forces of our nature. One is gravitational, one is electromagnetism, one is strong nuclear, and one is weak nuclear. So we will talk about those four forces. Just see. So now for those forces, see. We will erase this and we will study the basic forces. So first, you all know, you studied in the 9th standard gravitational force, universal gravitational force, universal law of gravitation. We studied about this gravitational force. What was this force? This force directly proportional to the product of the masses, inversely proportional to the square of the distance. There was one constant, capital G. Value of that constant was what? Universal gravitational constant. Value was 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. That was the gravitational constant. It is attractive in nature. This force was attractive, always attractive. Follow inverse square law. Inverse square law means inversely proportional to the square of the distance. and when the distance is more, force will be less. This is universal. Universal. Next thing, it is weakest force of the nature. Although we can apply it wherever the particles are, but when the distance will increase, so it will decrease, and it is the weakest force among all the forces. Okay, so this was the first, that universal law of gravitation, or we can call it gravitational force also. Now the second force is the weak nuclear force. Now other than this, if we will study about that, this force act between the particles that are known as the mass particles, or we can say gravitons also. These forces are conservative in nature. Conservation of force is what? Conservation of force you will study in the chapter 4, that work and energy wala chapter. In that you will study. At that time I will tell you. So it is weakest force, it is universal force, and it follow inverse square rule. These are the central force also. Why central force? Because they are applicable from the centers. For example, here is one mass m1, here is one mass particle m2. So forces are from the center of those. So they are attracting towards each other from their center, line joining. So these are the central force also. We can write down central and conservative. Conservative I tell you the next chapter I will tell you. Okay. So this is about the first force. Now the second is weak nuclear force. Weak nuclear force we will study in radioactivity chapter. Actually what happened in case of the radioactivity, when beta decay is there. So now see, these terms are new for you. You might be confused कि मैम क्या बोल रहे हैं, कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. So these things will be clear when we will read about that chapter. Now I am just telling basic things about these forces. So ये तो हम पहले पढ़ चुके हैं. This is easy for you, I know. The second thing is weak nuclear forces. They comes in the chapter of radioactivity, and there is a phenomenon that is known as the beta decay. Beta decay is what? Beta decay is a kind of phenomenon when inside the nucleus neutron convert into an electron and the proton. So that is beta decay definition, and that thing we will study there. Okay, so when electrons are removing from that atoms or coming from that atom, so Pauli was one scientist that told that electrons are not coming alone, it is coming with an elementary particle. Elementary are very basic particles, and that particle was the neutrino, antineutrino, and that was not having any charge. So weak nuclear forces actually acts between an electron and an antineutrino inside the beta decay. So अभी के लिए तुम इतना समझ सकते हो that बीटा डिके के केस में जो फोर्स होता है that is the weak nuclear force. Weak nuclear force acts between, second is, लास्ट में मैं तीनों को कंपैरिजन कर दूंगी. Weak nuclear force. Weak nuclear force, it comes in the picture in case of beta decay in radioactivity. And this force is 10 raised to the power 25 times stronger than the gravitational. Times stronger than gravitational force. ये जिन particles के बीच में lie करता है, those are known as the leptons particles. These are elementary particles. अभी आप लोग नहीं पढ़ोगे बच्चा, so no need to tell about them in detail. And actually, I also don't know that much about them. These are very basic particles, elementary particles like neutrino, antineutrino, gluons, leptons. So उनके बीच में जो force होता है. So this is the 10 raised to the power 25 times stronger than the gravitational. Beta decay के अंदर होता है. It comes when this force comes when electron interacts with the antineutrino. This force comes when electron and antineutrino, this is like this kind of particle, nu और उसके ऊपर ये बार, ये है antineutrino interact. तो ये जो फोर्स होता है ये तब होता है वीक न्यूक्लियर फोर्स. और जो मैंने ग्रेविटेशनल पार्टिकल्स बताए थे दे आर नोन एज द ग्रेविटोन्स. ठीक है. थर्ड जो फोर्स होता है दैट इज इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स वी विल स्टडी अबाउट दिस कंप्लीट दीज chapters in 12th standard. Electromagnetic force that is arising between the charged particles, like there are two charge q1 and q2. If they both will be positive, they will repel, If they both will be negative, they will repel. If they both are of the opposite sign, they will attract towards each other. Okay, so this was the electromagnetic force. The formula was K Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Again, now see, one thing is what, that it may be attractive and it may be repulsive, depend on the sign of the charge. If both are of the same kind, they will repel. Opposite, they will attract. Forces again follow inverse square rule, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ चार्ज. जैसे जो ग्रेविटेशनल था वो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल था प्रोडक्ट ऑफ मासेस, दिस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ चार्ज. इनवर्स स्केयर लॉ को फॉलो करता है. दिस इज आल्सो सेंट्रल फोर्स. So this was about the electromagnetic force, and the fourth force that we will study about, that will be the strong nuclear force. Other than this, in this we can tell this with the Coulomb's law also, that will comes in the 12th standard. So now we will study about the next, and that next force is what? Next force will be, our next force will be strong nuclear force. And this strong nuclear force lies inside the nucleus. Strong nuclear force. So strong nuclear force. Atom, nucleus, proton and neutron. So the force that exists till this space, जो इस स्पेस के अंदर फोर्स होता है, that is the strong nuclear force. सबसे ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग होता है नेचर के अंदर. एंड दिस फोर्स इंटेक्स बिटवीन द प्रोटॉन और द प्रोटॉन न्यूट्रॉन, उनको बाइंड करके रखता है न्यूक्लियस में. दिस फोर्स हेल्प टू बाइंड द प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस. इट इज द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट वन. एंड व्हाट इज द वैल्यू, वी कैन से शॉर्ट रेंज. इसकी रेंज बहुत कम होती है, शॉर्ट रेंज. ग्रेविटेशन जो होता है वो इंफिनिटी तक होता है. लास्ट में मैं चारों की डिफरेंस लिख देती हूँ, ठीक है. सो दिस फोर्स इज व्हाट, व्हेन प्रोटॉन एंड न्यूट्रॉन आर बाइंडिंग इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस, सो द फोर्स दैट इज एग्जिस्टेड देयर इज नोन एज द स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूक्लियर फोर्स. जो स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूक्लियर फोर्सेस जो होते हैं वो नॉन सेंट्रल होते हैं. ये सेंट्रल फोर्स नहीं होता है. लाइक वी स्टडीड की ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स सेंट्रल होता है, इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स सेंट्रल होते हैं. ये सेंट्रल फोर्सेस नहीं होते हैं. Other than that, we can say these are non-conservative also. Non-conservative and the field particles. इनमें जो particles होते हैं उनको पाई मीजोन बोलते हैं. अगेन इनको अभी याद करके कोई फायदा नहीं है ना, इनका इतना यूज है 11th-12th में. You will study it in the highest standard, but I'm just telling. And now I'm writing the tabular form of all the four. That what are the main difference between all the four. Here we can see clearly the difference between these forces. First is gravitational force, weak nuclear force, electromagnetic force and strong nuclear force. These are the fundamental forces of nature. Fundamental, or we can say basic forces of in our nature. So first gravitational force. अगर हम लोग strength की बात करते हैं, if we will compare the strength of these, so this is the strongest one. 10 raised to the power 38, 36, 25 and 1. If we will compare with the gravitational force, gravitational is the weakest force in nature. इसके कंपैरिजन में वीक न्यूक्लियर 10 raised to the power 25 टाइम्स स्ट्रॉन्गर होता है. देन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक 10 raised to the power 36 टाइम्स स्ट्रॉन्गर होता है. स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूक्लियर इज 10 raised to the power 38 टाइम्स स्ट्रॉन्गर होता है. नाउ इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द रेंज कि वो कितनी दूर तक एप्लीकेबल है, सो जो ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स है दैट इज इनफाइनाइट रेंज. सेम वे इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स इज आल्सो इनफाइनाइट. बट वीक न्यूक्लियर फोर्स एंड न्यूक्लियर फोर्सेस, नाउ सी दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है, बहुत ही थोड़ा सा है. वीक न्यूक्लियर फोर्स इज अबाउट द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एंड द न्यूट्रिनोस. So this is applicable up to subnuclear size 10 raised to the power minus 16 meter, and this is applicable up to nuclear size 10 raised to the power minus 15 meter. Next, if we are talking about gravitational forces are universal in nature. Okay, these lies between the electrons and neutrino. These lies between any mass particles. किसी भी particles के बीच में जिनके पास mass है उसमें ये applicable होगा. This is between the charged particles. Strong nuclear force होता है nucleons के बीच में. Nucleons are the particles that lies inside the nucleus, proton and neutron. Okay, heavy particles होते हैं. Basic feature इसमें जो filled particles होते हैं उनको gravitons बोलते हैं. This one is the central, conservative, inverse scale law को follow करती है. This is actually under investigation. अभी भी इसके ऊपर रिसर्च भी है, and this is related with the radioactivity. तो ज्यादा कुछ इसका नहीं नॉलेज है. Electromagnetic force, चार्ज पार्टिकल है, सेंट्रल है, इनवर्स नंबर्स के लॉ को फॉलो करती है, कंजर्वेटिव है, अट्रैक्टिव एंड रिपल्सिव बोथ काइंड है. दिस इज ओनली द अट्रैक्टिव वन. स्ट्रॉन्ग न्यूक्लियर फोर्स जो है दिस इज नॉन सेंट्रल, नॉन कंजर्वेटिव एंड इट डज नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द चार्ज ऑफ द न्यूक्लियन. दैट न्यूट्रॉन के ऊपर एवरेज होता है ना, दैट न्यूट्रल, नो पॉजिटिव नो नेगेटिव चार्ज एंड प्रोटॉन हैव पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सो दिस फोर्स डज नॉट डिपेंड अपॉन द चार्ज. सो दिस इज द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन द all four fundamental forces of our nature. Okay, now we will start with the new topic. Actually this chapter was very basic about these things. Now we will study about the four basic conservation also. That one is conservation of energy, conservation of momentum, conservation of angular momentum. That we will study like this basic thing, and then we will move to our next chapter. Here first is law of conservation of energy, some basic laws. This again you studied in 9th standard. Neither energy we can neither create it nor destroy it, we just transform the energy one form to another. So this is the law of conservation of energy. One more law we studied in the 9th standard, that was the law of conservation of linear momentum. P is equal to mass into velocity. Linear momentum was a vector quantity. Until and unless there is no force, we can say if there is no force, external force should be zero. If external force is equal to zero, then momentum is always what? Constant. In case when there is no external force is applying on the system, in that case momentum of that system will always remain constant. The third law that you will study in 11th standard, law of conservation of angular momentum. This we didn't study till now. ये हम लोग अभी इसी क्लास में पढ़ेंगे. Angular momentum L is equal to I into omega. Again this is again a vector quantity, and in this case torque, force in rotation, torque. If external torque is zero on the system, I'm talking about the torque. This time it was force, this time it is torque. If the torque on the system is zero, so net angular momentum is always constant. And the fourth is what? Law of conservation of charge. This you will study in the 12th standard, and it is very simple like energy. Charge can also neither created nor destroyed. When we are rubbing, you know, we studied this thing about charging by friction in 8th standard, that when we are rubbing two objects, so we say that the second one is charged. For example, glass rod and silk. When we are rubbing glass rod and silk, so glass get positive charge and silk get negative charge. How? Electrons are transferring from one body to another body. So that thing is what? That thing is the charge is not creating, charge is not destroying. They are just transferring from one body to another. So these are the basic conservation of energy, conservation of momentum, conservation of angular momentum, and conservation of charge. And we also studied that how the four basic laws are also there, that forces are there, and four basic laws. So this was a basic chapter, बच्चा, and you need to read this chapter in your NCERT book. Theory physics क्या है, तुम्हें definitions देखना है, and everything, every kind of phenomenon. Now I'm talking to you with this, you know, with this camera, so that is also possible because of the physics. So physics is everywhere, and welcome to this class. Just be energetic, and we will move to the next chapter, and that will be very interesting. I'm, you know, sure about that. So see you all. Just stay happy, healthy. Goodbye. Have a good day.